Next tonight, the bosses at the £2.6 billion battery plant being built in Northumberland have today confirmed they are preparing to advertise 700 full-time jobs by this time next year.
That number will rise to 3,000 by the time the factory is fully operational.
We've been granted exclusive access today to what is Britain's biggest construction site at Camas, near Blyth, where Greg Eastill joins us now.
Well, around 6 months ago, Ian, you might remember the man from the ministry turned up at this place with a big cheque and a promise that thousands of jobs would follow, building batteries, electric batteries for the cars, boats and possibly even aeroplanes of the future. But how is that getting on? Is that dream really going to be turned into a reality? Well, we've been granted a look around the site today, and as it turns out, they've been busy. This is how a megastructure's made. The Britishvolt site near Blyth is now officially one of the biggest construction projects in Europe. It's a 250,000 square metre site that's bigger than every single Formula One track in the world, the size of 30 St James's Parks put together. And they're not just building a gigaplant factory here. The company says it's already building new opportunities for generations. Just ask Nicola Dodds from Blyth, working on site after her daughter first got a job here.
I'm part of the compliance team, and you only get on if I say so. You only get on the site if I say so. This is great for Blyth. It's been a neglected area for a long time, and I think this is going to be great for picking the town back up again.
23-year-old Jake Morn from Whitley Bay started out as an apprentice and has already landed one of the biggest roles on site.
So as soon as we're out the ground, I'm then responsible for the steel frame, the envelope, which is what we call the cladding and the roof of the gigaplant, so the shell and core activities, and then we'll hand that over to the internal fit-out team.
It's a big job, to put it mildly.
It's exciting though. Who wouldn't want to be part of it? Who wouldn't want to be working on a scheme like this?
From the ground up, the company says the vision is to give as many people as possible the chance to be part of its future.
We were up at the prison earlier on in the week talking to the men there that are looking for release. They're looking to use the site to change their lives.
And the construction team say this isn't just a big build, it's a green build as well. You are looking at tons of concrete, brickwork and other waste that was cleared from the site that'll either be recycled or pulverised and used to put together the factory site itself. Take a drive through the gates and around the whole site and you can see why 2,000 people will be needed just to build this plant. Construction managers say if you drove a vehicle at 60 miles an hour from one end of the plant to the other, it'd still take you 12.5 seconds to get there. Imagine being the man making sure it all happens. Richard McDonnell is that guy. You've set yourself a target of finishing this build by the end of 2024. Is that really realistic?
Yeah, and nothing's going to stop us getting to completing this building on time.
Big claims and bold ambitions, but there's already absolutely no doubt something huge is happening right here. Further onto site behind me there, two of what will eventually be 24 cranes involved in the build on this site. And over to my right, a huge accommodation block that will eventually house 500 people working on this site during its construction and beyond. And today, news that Northumberland College is to have a dedicated apprenticeship scheme to feed workers the jobs of the future straight into this site. We'll carry on keeping a close eye here, but for the moment there seem to be plenty of positives here.
Lots of positives and no negatives at all for the battery plant there at all. Greg, thank you very much indeed. Fantastic project that with Britishvolt in that part of southeast Northumberland.
Now next night, our food system around the world